watch and learn how to make this beautiful tote bag with your pieces of fabric. Say no more to burning of pieces, of my people. So I gather my pieces like this. Can you see them? So what I have to do is to find the perfect measurement that I'll be using. So I went ahead to mark 6 inches by 6 inches. That is to say the length, the width and everything is 6 inches, all side equal, 6 inches, 6 inches all over. Can you see? That is what I did. And then I went ahead to cut it out very well. So after cutting it, this one is just going to be serving as a pattern for us now. So for you to know it very well, you have to label it the wrong face and the bad face. So I went ahead to cut enough pieces, plenty. Oh my people, they are much, they pass 20. So after cutting them plenty, I have to start gathering them together so that you all can see how they are. So some they are 3, some they are 4, some most they are 4, right? Most they are 4. So I discovered that after placing it like this, it's not giving what I like. So I have to like start placing it. One row is going to be for one particular Ankara, the second one another Ankara, then the following it like that. I believe you all understand it. So that is why I am joining them like this. So you have to start joining each of the piece together. So this shade of Ankara now, I started joining them 4 for each row, right? So let's do this particular one and see how it's going to turn out. So that was how I joined this shade of Ankara, 4 of them together, and at the end of the day I got this. Then I kept it in another place, kept it in one place. I also arranged this shade of Ankara, joined them together, and at the end of the day I got this. I also arranged the others and then join them very well. So this is what we have. Can you see? This is the first one we joined. This is another one I joined. Do you see that all of them are in one shade, right? All of them are in one. So this last two, this one is not up to 4 and this one is not up to 4. So I have to just join them like that. So next thing now is for us to be joining them together like this. One of the Ankara to another piece of the Ankara, right? I believe you understand it. After joining this one, I'll still carry another row that have a Ankara joint, that have pieces joined together, and then I'll also sew it again. I believe you understand it though. So after this one, I'll carry another one and place, right? This is what I mean by joining. So after I place this one and sew it, I'll also pick another Ankara, I'll place and then join again. Can you see what we have now? We have about 3 pieces now. I'll also carry another one and join. So even if you don't understand what I'm saying, but me watching at this video, you should get what I'm trying to say. That is to say, after joining your pieces, each of them, you join them together like this. And then this is a gun stay. That is what I'll be adding to it to give us that thickness, right? To give us that thickness. So I'll go ahead to iron it on it properly, then we can take it up from there. So go ahead and iron yours on it. Then after ironing it, this is what we have. So now we can now start taking our measurement. Remember, we have not taken any measurement. So after that, I have to measure what I have. It's about 22, right? So and I want it to be around 18 inches. So I mark the midpoint. So I took 9 to this edge, 9 to the other edge, then I mark it. After marking it, I just went ahead to cut out the excess at the 2 edges, and at the end of the day I have my 18 inches, right? I have my 18 inches by, I think 18 inches by 18 inches. Yeah, that is what I have. Now this is how the inside is looking like. So you can go ahead to iron your own gun stay to it. So I want to turn this, I want to add a lining to it so that the inside is not going to be looking like that. So I have this lining. I'll go ahead to match it all around. So this time we are not turning it, we are matching it. So if you want to turn yours, you can do that, but I'll be matching it in this case. So after matching it all around, this is what we have. I don't even have iron to use at this point again, but trust me, everything is going to come out so fine. So I cut out piece of crepe fabric to make as the rope, right? To make as a rope. So I used 30 inches for each of the rope. Now after cutting it out, I'll go ahead to start joining it. 3 inches from the edges, I'll place one. 3 inches on the edges. I'll place the other side. Can you see what I'm saying? I'll place it 3 inches on the edges. I'll stitch it. I'll go to the other side, 3 inches on the edges, and then I'll stitch it. And after stitching it, this is what it's looking like. We'll close it together like so. I think our bag is, let me just say, 70% ready. After closing it up like this, I will come to the edge and mark 2 inches inward, right? I'll mark 2 inches in, and then 2 inches to this direction also. That is all side equal. Then I'll mark it down and I will cut, right? I'll cut. After marking it down, I'll go ahead to cut. So I make sure I mark it on the 2 sides before cutting. Now you have to be very, very careful while cutting this. So if you are done cutting your own, you can even go ahead to what, match the lining and everything together so that it doesn't stretch you when you are sewing. Now after cutting it, this is what we have. So for us to sew that part, I have to fix my zip, right? I have to fix my zipper. So I have this zipper. I'll just place it randomly like that. There's no trick to it. Just place it like that, and then you sew. After that first stitch, you're going to be top stitching on it. So remember, this zip doesn't have 2 face, because their zip for bag usually have 2 face, but this particular one doesn't have 2 face. So you discover that I push it in, right? I pushed it in before I started joining the side together. So if you don't do that, there is no way you can sew it and the zip will come out well. So you have to push your zipper in, and then you sew the edges together very well, the side together very well. Now after sewing my own side, I have to join the down parts together like this. This is how to join it. This part is not too simple because you are holding everything together, both the hasty, and then you are not even holding it in a regular direction. You are holding it in a way that it's going to give you a shape you are looking for. So you hold that part and you sew, and then after sewing, you cut out your thread, you go to the other side, and then you hold it like that. Can you see? Go to the other side, hold it like that, and sew. And at the end of the day, you turn your back, and this is what you be. And at the end of the day, this is how our Ankara pieces tote bag turn out. Will you be giving this a trial, and how will you rate this bag? Is it a 10/10 or a 2/10? Bye.